Hi, good morning. Good to have you on the show. Rajdip, you hinted in your call that revenue growth guidance is going to be at 40%, and that's conservative. So are you revising it upwards to say a 50%?
Good morning, everyone. Yeah, indeed, I think we are very bullish about our growth. Based on our Q1 number, I think we will definitely overachieve even 50% this year.
Okay.
Let's understand the scenario. In general, can you tell us the dynamics which are at play? I'm starting with a very basic question and then I'll have some follow-up questions.
Sure, Nikunj. I think it's if you see, I think we acquired few companies in last few quarters. And I think from the last quarter, we try to focus integrating with both all these companies which we acquired, and especially how to work very closely with these companies where we can have more operator connectivity. Since we work with lots of OTT players directly, but the moment we acquired Messavian, we got the access of entire Latin America. And with the same customer base, I can start offering Latin America as a connectivity option to all the OTT players. It goes same with Mr. Messaging, which has almost South Africa and Europe as a better connectivity than Route Mobile. So I think overall synergy of Route Mobile is to expand and to do a cross-sell and upsell opportunity within the companies which we acquired. Also, we expanded big way in Latin America. We got a new office, like salespeople in Mexico, Ecuador, Chile, and I think Colombia, we already have people over there. So our idea is very simple for the coming quarter or this quarter also, is to how to take advantage of acquisition which we have done in past. At the same time, we got a more customer on our email platform or WhatsApp platform or Viber platform as well. I think the combined synergy between all the companies played well for Route Mobile, and we see that kind of traction happening as of now also. And that is why we are very bullish about our number. And we are, in fact, upgrading our guidance to 50%.
Wanted to understand how confident are you about your margins staying in, say, 11.5% to 12% kind of range? Because, analysts are flagging this off as a bit of a concern. They're not really sure whether you're going to reach that mark or not, especially in the wake of increased competition, none other thing.
So indeed, I think we're very confident about our margin. In fact, we can grow over 12% also. Like the reason we are not operating for just one market. One need to understand Route Mobile as a company. We are operating for 22 countries, over 22 countries as of now. And we have a connectivity with over 1,000 operators. So any single OTT player or large enterprise who is my customer as of today, they use my connectivity for various other countries, not just for one country. So I think we do see competition in each and every market, but when you see the global CPaaS market, which is over $12 billion as a TAM, so we believe that we are well placed in the global space and we are doing really well. And our strategy working with our partners is doing well for us. And that is why we believe that margin can also be better in coming quarters.
Good morning. So you're saying margins can be better. So let's just pick up on that. Can be better what? More than this 11.5% to 12%. There are, of course, concerns also with heightened competition. What is going to do?
So we are not at all worried about any competition. As I said, we are not dependent on just one market. Like global CPaaS player, I think we work with OTT players or large enterprise globally as well. So our guidance to anywhere between 11.5% to 12.5% is something which we can definitely want to achieve this year. And that is the guidance we can give it to our investors and stakeholders.
So let's talk more about that. You're saying you're not worried about competition for many reasons. One being that you're geographically agnostic in that sense. Can you tell us what will be the impact of the rollout of 5G on business and on your company, the tailwinds as well as the headwinds? We're talking a day after the 5G auctions are concluded.
Indeed, I think it's a great move by the government also, because if you see the amount of new channel of communication, which is more require video solutions, like whether it's a WhatsApp for business or Viber for business or RCS. So tomorrow, I think most of the customer base, like use cases where customer support is going to be the key area where you need a video option to be added. And we believe that 5G can add lots of value in terms of we still struggle with those use cases because of the data or bandwidth is not that great. But with 5G, we believe that WhatsApp for Business or RCS kind of a solution or channel of communication which we have can add more value to our offering to enterprise, and enterprise will have a better user engagement with their customers.
So in order to capitalize on the 5G rollout when it happens, do you have to invest more? Do you have to do technology upgrades?
No. Nikunj, we already have the stack built, and I think probably if there is any kind of lag happening between the video, between the communication customer and enterprise, probably just because of the GSM band. If the GSM band is upgraded to 5G, so end user will have a better user engagement or customer will have a better experience. So as far as my stack is concerned, we already have everything ready. The moment we have a better connectivity and better band, I think user will have a better experience. That's what we believe. And enterprise can engage more with their end users.
You went public in middle of the COVID pandemic. The stock almost flew because that time the digital businesses were trading with a different kind of an gusto. Now there is a sharp correction which has come in some of the IT/digital companies. How would you say that your business is different from a traditional IT company or a traditional product company?
So it's a combination of IT and product, Nikunj. If you say, when we talk about email as a platform, it's a completely a product offering of Route Mobile. If we talk about operator solution, which is firewall or SMSC or MMSC kind of solution, it's again product. It's a SaaS model we have. When you talk about our messaging service, more on a service side. So Route Mobile is a combination of IT and product as a combination, and that's what we are. We are always as a company, because probably we are the only company in India who has a complete stack of its own now. Because there are many companies who claim to be a CPaaS player, probably they don't have every stack which we have as of today. So I think we are very well placed in this. I think you can see from our Q1 revenue and the kind of guidance and we are giving to the market to 50% growth. So probably we know our customer base, probably we know what we are doing, and we are very bullish about our future growth.
A lot of IT companies in India are not having a demand issue. They have a supply challenge, which is high attrition, unmanageable wage hikes, talent going away, churn in the mid-tier. You are a product come IT company, like you said, which means you have double challenges: retaining talent and taking care of wage inflation. Is there a challenge on that front for you?
So it's a very common challenge for every IT companies nowadays, like whether it's Infosys or Route Mobile or anybody, so I think that's a very big issue for every IT company, and we are also a part of that. And to be honest, when you talk about a platform, like when one particular platform is built, like we need more on a support on that. We really don't need to upgrade every quarter on quarter. There are upgrade process required after every 6 months or after every 1 year, So we don't see much of challenge even for this iteration. If you see last quarter, more than 67 people left and more than 70 people has been hired. So I think it's a very simple ecosystem which every company is going through, and we are also part of that. But as a company, we believe that the core team to be with us, our senior developers to be with us, and almost all the senior developers are more than 10 years old in the company, and we try to focus on them so that we retain them. And because most of the people who are leaving companies are just less than 1 year,
That's Route Mobile for you, top management right here, only on ETNow, decoding the results, the road ahead, not at all worried about competition, as you've heard for yourselves as well, geographically agnostic, excited about 5G too. Thank you so much for being live with us today.